Trying to fix this. What's going on, guys? It's Keenan Briggs, sports consultant and mentor. This series that I'm going to go through is basically the questions I was asked on Instagram. Just now it's repurposed for YouTube, and there were some great questions. I asked this Sunday, October 13th, and it was really fun to answer these questions. So I'm going to be answering these one by one, and because on Instagram it was limited, I'm deciding to answer these just fully. So if one takes longer than 1 minute, then it's longer than 1 minute. Anyway, the first question that made so much sense, and it's a very important topic for you guys to understand, is let me read it here. Will the transfer portal make it difficult for high schoolers to get recruited? And the answer is yes. It'll make it very difficult. So here's the perspective from a coach. A coach's job is to help produce talent and score points. This is for like all sports, right? If you're on a basketball team and you're the head coach there, the goal is to get the best five players on the court so that they score points to win games. And if you lose a lot of games, depending on where you're at, you could be fired. Well, in this situation, I'm assuming the athlete's talking about Division One, and let's just go with that. Okay, so in Division One, as a coach, your job is to develop athletes or recruit athletes that can score points at the conference and national meets. So, with that being said, is if you have a fresh 17-year-old, 18-year-old athlete, then you have a 19-year-old redshirt freshman, which one's going to be able to impact and score points immediately? Well, if you have a freshman coming in, even though I have the marks, right, as the redshirt freshman, yes, right, the same age, right, you're taking a risk on, will this athlete be ready to go? Is this athlete in shape? Can they handle the load of college, specifically D1? And there's a lot of questions, a lot of variables there. When it comes to the redshirt freshmen, the coach may ask themselves, well, what was it that made them redshirt? Were they injured? What were the grades like? These variables, right? But what if you have a sophomore or a person who didn't redshirt? They actually performed. Well, in this specific situation, the coach would rather have an athlete who's already been through the system, who's already done the training, who already understands a hang clean, who already understands the indoor and outdoor season, right? And if that's the case, and you're looking to be recruited as an incoming freshman, you're going to have to go against these specific type of athletes. And the problem is, you might be the best recruit out of your class 2025. Well, you're also going up against the recruiting class of that year in the college ranks too. So a college coach would rather go through, this is most coaches, would rather go to the college portal to see who's there first. Why? Because if I can just plug and play an athlete and put them in, simply just swap their jersey and have them compete for us, it makes so much more sense. Another variable that you might have missed or maybe you're unaware of is if they're in the portal, they most likely competed against our team. Let's say I'm at, I don't know, Texas Tech, and an athlete from University of Texas just wants to come closer to home and they want to go in the portal. Well, I would want to recruit them because I know that they're ready to go. They already have the form. I've seen them compete at conference. It's going to be so much easier versus taking the risk on, let me spend about a year or so developing this incoming freshman on how to be prepared, the anxiety of the sport, traveling, et cetera, et cetera. So, what do you do if you are a high school athlete going up against this? Number one is going to be produce more, as in be a better athlete than that athlete that's out there, right? Or have an upside. So, how do you showcase this? It's by building rapport and building your brand, which would be another topic later on. But it's showing your value, explaining to the coach, this is where I am, this is what I'm doing, and how I'm going to make your team that much better. And when you can convey this information, then the coach is going to be more inclined to hearing you out. I cannot guarantee that that's going to be the answer. However, the coach is going to be looking for a production. Can you produce? it's going to come down to who can produce at the conference championships. If it's you, great, convey that. If not, then the coach will go straight to the college portal to choose that athlete. And yeah, so all in all, what I'm getting at is yes, it's going to make it way more harder for you. And on top of that, you could win state. If you win nationals, you'd be in a good spot. But if you win state, you're still going up against athletes who are 1, 2, 3 years older than you because that's where that's at. It may not be a heavier hit, as in taking money away from you, because if you're a financial considered scholarship athlete, you're probably going to not have as many issues. But if you're looking to walk on, a coach would rather have a walk on of an athlete who's already been a part of the process than a walk on athlete from scratch. So sorry for the bad news, but it is what it is. And your job now is to build your brand, train hard, and reach your goals because your coaches are looking for you to reach your goals so you can be part of the team and do the